Welcome back to my English channel. In this chapter, we will talk about more ways to improve your English. Learning a new language takes time, but with the right methods, it becomes easier. One great way to practice is by reading in English. Reading helps you learn new words and understand grammar better. Start with easy books like children's stories or short articles. As you get better, you can read longer books. I remember when I started reading in English. It was difficult at first, but I kept going. Slowly, I could understand more and more. So, start reading in English. It will help you improve a lot. Another tip is to watch movies or videos in English. Watching helps you hear how words are used and how people speak. You can start with simple movies or shows. Turn on the subtitles if you need help. This way, you can understand what is happening and learn new words. I loved watching cartoons in English when I was learning. They were fun and easy to understand. After watching, I could use new words in my own sentences. So, try to watch things in English. It's a fun way to learn. You can also listen to podcasts or songs in English. Listening helps you get used to the sounds of the language. It helps you understand how words are said and helps with your pronunciation. You can listen to podcasts about topics you like. You can also listen to music and try to sing along. I listened to many songs when I was learning English. Sometimes I tried to understand the lyrics. Other times, I just sang for fun. Listening and singing helped me remember words. So, listen to English music or podcasts. They help you learn in a fun way. Speaking in English is very important. It's okay to make mistakes when you speak. The more you speak, the better you get. You can speak with a friend, a teacher, or even by yourself. I used to talk to myself in English. It felt strange at first, but it helped me improve. You can practice speaking in front of a mirror, or you can record your voice and listen to it. Speaking often will help you get better, so don't be afraid to speak. Another tip is to learn new words every day. The more words you know, the easier it becomes to speak and understand English. You can start by learning 5 new words each day. Write them down and try to use them in your sentences. I learned new words by reading and listening. Each time I saw or heard a new word, I would write it down. I tried to use it in a sentence that day. Learning new words every day helped me grow my vocabulary quickly. So, try to learn new words each day. It will make you feel more confident. It's also a good idea to keep a vocabulary notebook. In this notebook, you can write down new words and their meanings. You can add examples of how the words are used. This way, you can go back and review the words whenever you want. I had a vocabulary notebook when I was learning. I would write the new words I learned and try to use them in my daily conversations. This helped me remember them better. So, keep a notebook. It helps you remember new words. Don't forget to practice grammar, too. Grammar is important because it helps you form correct sentences. You don't need to learn everything at once. Start with the basics. Learn how to make simple sentences first. As you get better, you can learn more difficult grammar rules. I started with simple sentences when I was learning. I practiced saying things like, I like dogs, or she reads books. Later, I learned more about tenses and other grammar rules. So, practice grammar step by step. It will help you speak and write better. One way to practice grammar is to do exercises. You can find grammar exercises online or in books. You can also ask a teacher to help you with grammar. I did many grammar exercises when I was learning. They helped me understand the rules and use them correctly. Doing exercises helped me a lot. So, try to practice grammar every day. Writing in English is another great way to improve. Writing helps you think about grammar and vocabulary. You can start by writing simple sentences. You can also write a short story or keep a journal. I kept a journal when I was learning. Every day I wrote about my day in English. At first my sentences were short, but over time they became longer and better. Writing in a journal helped me a lot. So, write in English. It will help you practice. Sometimes it's good to take a break. Learning can feel tiring. When you feel tired, rest for a while. Take a walk, read something fun, or listen to music. When you feel better, come back to learning. It's important to rest so you don't feel too stressed. I used to take breaks when I felt tired. After a short break, I would feel refreshed and ready to learn again. So, take breaks when you need them. It will help you stay motivated. Another tip is to stay curious. Be interested in learning. The more curious you are, the more you will want to learn. Ask questions when you don't understand something. Search for answers, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. I was always curious when I was learning. I asked many questions and looked for answers. Being curious helped me learn faster. So, stay curious. It will make learning more exciting. Lastly, don't forget to have fun while learning. English can be fun if you find the right ways to practice. Play games, watch movies, or talk to friends. The more fun you have, the easier it becomes. I had a lot of fun when I was learning English. I played word games, watched funny videos, and spoke with my friends. Having fun made learning feel easy and enjoyable, so find fun ways to practice. It will make learning English easier. In this chapter, we learned many ways to improve your English. Reading, watching, listening, speaking, writing, and practicing grammar are all important. But remember, learning a new language takes time, and it's okay to make mistakes. Keep practicing, stay positive, and most importantly, enjoy the journey. Chapter 2. In this chapter, we will explore more tips to help you learn English. Learning a language is like building a house. You start with the basics and slowly add more skills. One good way to improve is by repeating what you learn. Repetition helps you remember things better. When you repeat a word or sentence many times, it becomes easier to remember. I used to repeat new words every day. I said them out loud until I could say them without thinking. Repeating words or sentences helps you become more confident. So, practice often by repeating things you learn. Another great way to improve is by learning phrases, not just words. A phrase is a group of words that you can use together in a sentence. For example, instead of just learning the word book, learn the phrase read a book. Learning phrases helps you speak more naturally. I learned many phrases when I was studying English. For example, how are you? And what's your name? These phrases helped me talk to people more easily. So try to learn useful phrases. They will help you speak better. Sometimes learning a language feels hard, but you should never give up. Keep going, even when you feel tired or frustrated. Every little bit of practice counts. When I felt like I wasn't improving, I remembered how much I had learned. Slowly, I started to feel better. I saw progress little by little. It's okay to have bad days, but don't give up. Keep practicing, and you will get better. So stay patient. Your hard work will pay off. You can also use flashcards to help you learn. Flashcards are cards with a word on one side and the meaning or picture on the other side. You can use flashcards to study new words. I made flashcards for every new word I learned. I looked at the word and tried to remember its meaning. Flashcards are a great way to review words quickly. You can carry them with you and study any time. So try using flashcards. They are an easy way to learn and review. It's also helpful to learn English through your hobbies. For example, if you like cooking, you can learn English by reading recipes. If you like sports, you can watch games in English and learn the names of players and teams. I loved watching movies and reading books in English. It helped me learn new words that were fun to use. Learning English through things you like makes it more interesting. So, use your hobbies to learn English. It will make it more fun. Another great way to practice is to join an English-speaking group. When you talk to other people, you can learn new words and practice speaking. There are many online groups or classes where you can talk to people from around the world. I joined an online group when I was learning. We talked in English about different topics. It helped me speak better and learn how others use English. So, try joining an English group. Speaking with others will help you improve faster. Don't forget to take notes. Write down new words, phrases, or grammar rules you learn. Writing things down helps you remember them better. I used to carry a notebook with me everywhere. Whenever I learned something new, I wrote it down. At the end of the day, I would look at my notes to review. This helped me remember what I had learned. So, always take notes. They help you keep track of your progress. If you feel nervous about speaking in English, that's okay. Many people feel this way. The important thing is to practice. Start by talking to yourself. Speak out loud about your day or describe what's around you. As you practice more, you will feel more comfortable. I was nervous too when I started speaking in English, but I kept practicing and soon it became easier. So don't be afraid to speak. The more you practice, the easier it gets. You can also learn from your mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a language, and it's okay. Mistakes help you learn. If you make a mistake, don't feel bad. Think about what went wrong and try to fix it. I made many mistakes when I was learning English, but instead of being upset, I used them as a chance to improve. The more I learned from my mistakes, the better I got. So, don't worry about mistakes. They are part of the learning process. Listening to others is another important way to improve. When you listen to people speaking English, you learn how to use the words and phrases correctly. You also get better at understanding the language. You can listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos, or talk to English speakers. I used to listen to podcasts every day. It helped me improve my listening skills and my vocabulary. So, listen as much as you can. The more you listen, the better you will understand. One more tip is to set small goals. It's good to have big goals, but small goals help you stay on track. You can set a goal to learn 5 new words each day or watch 1 English video every day. When you reach your small goals, you will feel proud of yourself. I set many small goals when I was learning. Each time I reached a goal, I felt happy and motivated to keep going. So, set small goals. They help you stay focused and motivated. Another way to improve is to challenge yourself. If you find something easy, try something harder. If you always do the same things, you might stop improving. I always challenged myself when I was learning. When I felt comfortable with easy books, I tried reading harder ones. This helped me learn faster. So, challenge yourself. It will make learning more interesting and fun. Learning English is a long journey, but with each step, you're getting better. It's important to enjoy the process. Have fun with it, and don't worry if it takes time. Every day you practice is a day closer to your goal. So keep learning, stay motivated, and remember to enjoy the journey. Chapter 3. In this chapter, we will talk about more ways to make learning English easier. Learning a new language is not always easy, but you can find ways to make it fun and helpful. One thing that helps a lot is using English in real-life situations. For example, if you are at the store, try to read the signs in English. If you see something in English, like a menu or instructions, try to understand it. I used to look at everything in English when I was learning. I read signs, labels, and anything I could find. This helped me learn quickly. So, use English in your daily life. It helps a lot. Another way to learn is by speaking to yourself in English. It may sound funny, but it works. When you talk to yourself, you practice without feeling shy. You can talk about your day, what you are doing, or how you are feeling. I used to do this all the time when I was learning. Even when I was alone, I spoke in English. It helped me get used to the language. So, don't be afraid to talk to yourself in English. It will help you improve. Also, try to make English a part of your daily routine. You can set aside time each day to study. Even just 10 minutes a day will help. The key is to practice every day. I had a study routine when I was learning. I practiced for 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes at night. It helped me learn little by little. So, set a study routine. Practicing every day will make you better at English. It is also helpful to learn through games. Games are a fun way to practice without feeling like you are studying. You can play word games, board games, or even games on your phone. I played many word games when I was learning. One of my favorite games was a crossword puzzle. It helped me learn new words. Playing games made learning fun for me. So, try to play games in English. It will help you a lot. Another important thing is to stay organized. Keep your notes, books, and flashcards in one place. When you keep everything together, it is easier to find and review. I kept all my study materials in a folder. This helped me stay organized and focused. You can make a study plan. Write down what you want to learn each day and follow it. Being organized helps you learn faster, so stay organized. It will help you reach your goals. It is also a good idea to talk to different people. Speaking with others helps you learn how to use English in different ways. You can talk to friends, family, or teachers. When you speak with different people, you hear new ideas and get new advice. I spoke with many different people when I was learning. I talked to my teachers, friends, and even strangers. Each conversation helped me get better. So, try to speak with many people. It will improve your skills. Sometimes, it is good to review what you have already learned. Reviewing helps you remember what you know and see how much you have improved. You can look at your notes or go over your flashcards. I reviewed my lessons every week. It helped me feel confident about what I had learned. So, review often. It will help you remember and get better. Also, don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's okay. When you make a mistake, and it helped me improve. So, don't worry about mistakes. They are part of the learning process. Another way to learn faster is to stay curious. Ask questions when you don't understand something. Don't be afraid to ask for help. The more questions you ask, the more you learn. I asked many questions when I was learning. I asked my teachers, friends, and even looked for answers on the internet. Asking questions helped me understand things better. So, always be curious and ask questions. It will help you learn faster. It is also good to try different ways to learn. Some people like to listen, others like to read, and some like to speak. Find what works best for you. I liked listening to podcasts when I was learning, but I also liked reading books and speaking with people. I used many different methods to learn, and they helped me a lot. So, try different ways to learn. This will keep you interested and help you improve faster. Don't forget to have fun while learning. Learning English should not feel like a job. It should be something fun and exciting. You can make learning fun by watching movies, singing songs, or reading stories in English. I made learning fun by watching my favorite shows in English. This helped me learn new words and phrases. So, find fun ways to learn. The more fun you have, the faster you will learn. Another good tip is to stay positive. Learning a new language can be hard at times, but if you stay positive, it becomes easier. Believe in yourself. I had times when I felt frustrated or wanted to give up, but I stayed positive. I reminded myself that I was improving every day. Staying positive helped me keep going. So always stay positive. It will help you learn better. One last tip is to be patient with yourself. Learning English takes time. You will not become perfect overnight, but with practice, you will get better every day. I learned English little by little. At first, I was not very good, but I kept practicing. Over time, I could speak better, read better, and understand more. So, be patient. Take your time and enjoy the process. You are getting better every day. In this chapter, we learned many helpful tips. You can speak to yourself, use English every day, play games, stay organized, and ask questions. Mistakes are okay, and staying positive is important. Keep learning and enjoy the journey. You are doing great. Chapter 4. In this chapter, we will talk about how to keep improving your English every day. One important thing is to practice speaking. Speaking is very important because it helps you use the words and grammar you've learned. If you don't speak, it's hard to get better. I used to practice speaking with my friends. We would talk about different topics in English. It helped me speak more naturally, so find someone to talk to in English, or even talk to yourself. The more you speak, the better you get. It's also important to listen to English. Listening helps you understand how words are used in real life. When you listen to native speakers, you learn the correct pronunciation and how they use the language. I used to listen to English podcasts and watch movies in English. At first, it was hard to understand everything, but over time it got easier. So listen to English every day. The more you listen, the better you will understand. Another helpful tip is to read in English. Reading helps you see how words are used in sentences. It also helps you learn new words. You can start with simple books or stories. As you get better, you can try reading harder books. I started by reading children's books, and then I slowly moved to books for adults. Reading every day helped me improve my vocabulary and grammar. So, make reading in English a daily habit. It will help you a lot. You can also write in English every day. Writing helps you practice grammar and learn new vocabulary. You don't need to write a lot. You can start by writing about your day or your thoughts. I used to write in my journal every night. It was a great way to practice and see how much I had improved. So keep a journal or write short stories in English. It will help you get better at writing. If you have trouble with new words, try to use them right away. When you learn a new word, try to use it in a sentence. The more you use the word, the easier it will be to remember. I remember when I learned the word delicious. I used it to talk about food every day. I said, "This cake is delicious," or "The soup is delicious." Using the word often helped me remember it. So, use new words as soon as you learn them. It will help you remember them better. It's also important to learn grammar. Grammar helps you build sentences correctly. Without grammar, it's hard to speak or write clearly. You don't have to learn all the rules at once. Start with the basics, like how to make a sentence or use simple tenses. I started by learning how to use is and are. Then, I learned past tenses and future tenses. Slowly, I built my grammar skills. So, take your time and learn grammar little by little. It will help you speak and write better. Sometimes, learning can feel difficult, but you should not give up. Keep going, even when things are hard. When I felt frustrated, I reminded myself how far I had come. I saw my progress, and that helped me keep going. It's normal to have difficult days, but don't stop. Every day you practice is one day closer to your goal. So, stay motivated and keep learning. Another helpful tip is to focus on your strengths. If you are good at listening, listen more. If you are good at reading, read more. Everyone has their own strengths when learning a language. When I was learning, I was good at listening, so I listened to English a lot. But I worked on my speaking and writing because they were harder for me. Focus on what you're good at and practice the things that are harder for you. This will help you become a well-rounded learner. You should also make learning fun. If you enjoy learning, you will want to do it more. You can listen to music in English, watch TV shows, or play games. I loved playing word games to learn new words. I also watched a lot of TV shows and read a lot of books. Thank you for listening. Keep shining, keep learning, and never give up. Your future is bright, and you are unstoppable. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure you don't miss our next one. We have an exciting and engaging topic lined up to help you practice your listening skills. Click here to watch it and keep improving your English.